My name is Rachel. I am a 35-year-old woman, married with a dog. No kids yet. I live in the rainforest. That's who I am right now. I think I'm at the best version of myself now, which is, I definitely think from my like pursuing goals and like challenges and that sort of thing, I've gotten to a point where I'm at my peak. I'm 2.0 Rach now. I grew up in Sydney. I live in far north Queensland now, and I am a Spearo.
Yes, you are a spirit. And you live in the entrepreneurship dream. You are the CEOs, the CFO, the CTO of Dog and Gun Coffee.
I've actually demoted, is that what the word is? Myself down to just the marketing girl.
Nice.
That's all I
I
am now
like that.
for Dog and Gun Coffee. Yeah. Yeah. I've taken a step back and I'm just doing what I'm good at.
I always come from operations or something with what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Rach, we'll talk about the retreat. So tell me about like the dream of spearfishing and where you were at before you came and did a beginner retreat.
So before I did the Noob Spearo retreat, I had done a couple of freediving retreats. So I was snorkeling. I love that. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try freediving. I'd done that with Pressure Project on the sunny coast, who shout out, they're amazing. I know you've worked with them a few times. And I kept failing my level ones, which is 10 meters. I just could not equalize for the life of me. I ended up doing that 3 times before I ended up going to the Noob Spearo retreat. I got into the idea of spearing interested me because I was bow hunting as well. So me and my husband bow hunt, and we love that way of life and getting our own food. And so the spearing felt like a natural progression. And I honestly was at a point where I'm like, I need to try something else because the freediving thing, I'm just like stuck. Like I can't get further. I don't know what's going on. And so, yeah, that's when I decided to go on your retreat.
One thing I think you did before my retreat, though, was you spent a fair amount of time with the EQ issue, like exercises and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, not only had I done the courses with the schools, I was also at home practicing a lot, doing a lot of like just looking Adam Stern videos, just looking at anything that I could find, any resources. I think you sent me something prior to the retreat as well, just trying to get on top of it because I just had really tight eustachian tubes and I was freaking out in the water. Like all of my problems come from anxiety in the water. So anytime I just went upside down, I'd freak out and my tubes are just tight and I just couldn't equalize.
Yeah. Love it. It's such great self-awareness too. Like so many people are in that same position, but you would never get them to say that phrase, like acknowledging the truth so then you can get the solution. Some people don't want to, like if it is an anxiety issue or they're feeling uptight, some people aren't even aware that that's what's going on inside them, you know? I love the dedication like you showed to persevere through it.
Yeah, I think honestly that's why I feel like I'm at like Rach 2.0 now because I have seen myself push through a lot of I call them embarrassing moments. And somebody said something to me the other day, which is like embarrassment is the price you pay for something.
For growth.
Poor, yeah, something like that. Poor quoting, but it's so true. Like I will push myself through like super embarrassing moments. Like if there's nothing quite as embarrassing for me than walking away from a course where everybody else passes and you've failed 3 times already.
It's I think that the comfort zone, you know, where you spend your life because you like have a degree of mastery and confidence, a lot of people live there. And then, but to come and do a beginner retreat, especially when you've failed 3 courses and then you've never really tried spearfishing, that's quite a leap. And a lot of people would look at that and go, wow, that's courageous.
Yeah. And like what I would say to those people is like, I'm not any different to any other person. I'm not like a particularly courageous person. I'm actually a very scared person generally. And it's just a matter of pushing myself. And honestly, the hardest thing is just saying, okay, I'm going to do it and then paying the deposit and then actually rocking up on the day. That's the hardest part. Everything from then on is just fun and enjoyable. So yeah.
How'd you find out about Noob Spearo?
I'm pretty sure I'd listened to a few episodes of the podcast, but I don't think like that's how I found you. I think I found Noob Spearo through friends. So people in the bow hunting space that were
Was that
talking about
Maddie?
it. Specifically,
Yeah.
yeah, Maddie from Becoming a Bow
Yeah.
Hunter. So he was talking a little bit about you. I think we were talking together. I'd spoken to James Doomstis as well,
Oh, yeah.
who'd recommended
Yeah.
you. So yeah, a couple of guys in the bow hunting space had recommended Noob Spearo, and then I was talking to a friend about it, and we were like, we should just do it, give it a go. We're sucking at freediving, so we should just give spearing
Yeah.
a go.
So you ended up convincing another mate who's also in the bow hunting
Yeah,
space, Danny at Cayuga. Cayuga?
yeah, Cayuga. She's
Cayuga.
not actually there
Okay.
anymore. She actually works on a spearing fishing charter
Yeah.
boat out of
I saw
Cairns,
that. She's on the NORCAT.
which is yeah, which is pretty
So
sick.
good. So good. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
looks like she's thriving too. It's so good to see.
yeah.
Mm.
Like that's the thing, isn't it? It's like you've seen us, you saw us as these girls that came in who didn't know how to spear. We're quite anxious girls as well. And now it's like Danny's working on a bloody spearing charter, like one of the best in Australia.
Yeah.
I've moved up to far north Queensland so that I can be right next to the Great Barrier Reef. Like it's just totally different lives.
Yeah, so good. So good. So like so you're talking around with some mates, you convinced Danny. Did you convince Danny or did she convince you or how did that work?
I I think we just convinced each
Ah,
other.
so good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when you looked at the price, when you looked at like the location, I mean, what was it that made you decide we're doing it? Was there any one moment or?
Yeah. To be honest, there is one thing that definitely converted me, which is the catchphrase "no ego," because I was apprehensive that I know that it's going to be male dominated, like the bow hunting is and everything else that we've been a part of. And I was like, the one thing that I can't handle is like going into a scenario full of men and then it's just like intense, like ego. So that was actually the thing I reckon that kind of got me over the line because the price is great and the location is amazing because I was in Brisbane. So it wasn't any of that. It was definitely just the fact that you really spin that narrative of like, there is no ego here. And it was true.
Was it true? Was the reality on the
It,
ground the same as what we say it is on the
100%, 100%. Like, yeah, it was amazing.
cool?
Like, yeah, everybody that I met there, like it was all men besides me and Danny. It was all men and you guys were amazing. Made friends out of it. You and I have dived together. I keep in contact with Reed. Me and Maddie obviously see each other. Like such good guys, and everybody was just helping each other out. It was
So do you froth harder now on bow hunting or spearfishing? Can't choose.
spearfishing 100%. No, no, no.
Oh,
Spearfishing.
wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like bow hunting was always Sean's thing, and I did it with Sean. And it's great and I love it. And we have a lot of our life revolves around it. But spearfishing is truly like my thing. It's like I get myself up at 4 a.m. in the morning to drive out to random guys' boats and I get on their boat and like Sean doesn't come with me.
So good,
So yeah,
mates.
it's amazing.
Okay, can you remember? Because it's 2 years ago you did a retreat, right? Yeah. So you've
Yeah.
been a
Yeah.
Spearo for 2 years now. Can you
Yeah.
remember your first impression when you got there? Like, what was the vibe?
Yeah. I mean, it was way nicer and better than I thought it was going to be because I knew like that it was going to be guys and generally guys can be like, I don't know, grubby and whatever. It was like the house was really nice. Yeah, the accommodation was great. It was so like it was such an epic location. Like the diving was really easy for like beginners. That's what I loved so much. It felt really accessible and super easy. And yeah, I was super surprised. I feel like I learned so many things that I'd never done before on that retreat. Like just as basic as filleting a fish. Like I had never filleted fish
Mm.
before. Like you guys making some of the recipes that you made from like the book, that was epic. Like just learning how to use fish and what to do with it once you've killed it.
Mm.
So yeah, I was very surprised.
Cool. Like, if you look at the retreat, how much did you come away with? You've sort of described where you were. How do you feel like where were you sort of positioned on the end of the last day? How good did you feel? Like, did you have a level of certainty about what you were doing to move ahead and improve? Like, just describe that situation.
Uh, I think I came away with it. For one, I had gotten to 10 meters on your course, which I'd never gotten to. So that was like unreal. So I came away with it knowing that I could get now comfortably to 10 meters. And I felt like, okay, this is my starting point. Now I can progress. Um, what I definitely noticed that I came away with was the skills of dealing with the fish once I'd gotten it. I felt like I'm still learning how to actually go out and hunt properly and how to dive well while spearing. That's just like going to be an ongoing thing. But I felt like on the course, what you guys taught really well is what to do once you've got it. So like, braining, bleeding, actually just getting it off your shaft, like where to put it, like just even dealing with your float
Mm,
lines, things like very practical
mm.
things. I think it prepared me for situations that I had never experienced ever. Like I've never even seen a bloody float line before then. So
I remember diving with you. Like you were nervous. One, I remember kind of how nervous you were. I remember we were like dusk on night, the last light of the day. We were in like 3 or 4 meters viz, and you were laying under a tree in about 7 or 8 meters of water, just frothing. You just like didn't even want to get out of the water. And I was like, it was such a stark um transformation in front of me, and I was like super stoked for you that your confidence had just sort of it was like watching someone with a volume dial just crank it up, and you were just like and that
yeah,
volume was just never coming down after it felt like
yeah.
that was the situation anyway.
Yeah, that's definitely been the case. And I'd say that it had a lot to do with the fact that you and Tom were really good instructors, but you also were there. So I felt safe. Like I felt like my diving partners knew what they were doing. So I think the course really taught me surprisingly, a lot about safety in spearing. Because that's drilled into you in free diving for
Mm.
sure. Like they hammer it, but in spearing, it's probably less talked about. And I felt like that was a nice part of Noob Spearo, which is like hammering in the importance of having a dive buddy, watching each other, helping each other once they've got the fish. So yeah, it was epic to have you guys with me while I was in some pretty shitty conditions.
So you've continued to grow as a sparrow. What's something that is a recent accomplishment like that you're really proud of? Is there a species or something that stands out?
There's been two things that I've been proud of. I got my first Tusky just recently, which I mean, like everybody gets Tuskies up here. It's not that special or unique, but I had tried to get a few before and they're hard. They're flighty. And to be fair, this one was probably a bit dumb that day. But yeah, I got like a good sized Tusky and I actually ended up printing it, like doing the Japanese printing, which was epic. So yeah, I was super proud of that. But also, I just recently went over to Bali and tried to attempt my 30-meter dive. I got to 26, so I was pretty
Nice,
proud of that.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've really like just kept going with it and I'm just trying to find new things to aim for. I'm not like super concerned about getting species. It's not really my vibe. I'm actually taking a lot of pride in trying to get the fish that other people don't want to
Yeah.
get. So, and just learning how to deal with them because they're way easier for a noob to shoot.
Oh, and if you're a good cook, it's just like there's no real trash
Yeah.
species anymore. On the beginner retreat, I don't know if you remember, I'm like, this is probably not something you're going to go on targeting, but we're going to make the most of this and we're going to hot smoke it and you're going to enjoy it. But I don't know if you'll shoot another
Yeah.
one. Um,
Yeah. I shot, what was it, a trumpet fish or something. And not
Flute
only did
fish.
I, not only did I shoot, yeah, flute fish. Not only did I shoot one, but I shot two.
I remember we smoked them up and they're just
Yeah,
bony, but actually quite young.
so much
Quite
bone.
young, but just
Yeah,
bony.
yeah. So like lately I've been getting, well, not getting any surgeons here, but love getting surgeons further down south. And then up here I've been getting slaty
Yep.
brims because they're just like, they're actually
They're
great
great
for like,
eating. So good.
they're great eating and nobody wants them. And they're literally, they just look at
Yeah.
you and they let you shoot them.
Super
So
clean white fillets, like, and they're quite
yeah,
versatile too. Like you can hot smoke them, but you can also like batter them and shallow fry them. They work good like that too. Yeah.
stunning. Yeah. So I think as long as you're bleeding it properly, which, you know, I'm still working on, but yeah.
Awesome, Rach. If there's a person like sitting on the fence, they maybe just not sure about doing a beginner retreat with us, what would you say to them?
I would say that it's like it's been a life-changing, literally a life-changing experience for me. It could be that for somebody else, you know? It's like, especially if you're nervous, it's such a cool, fun trip. Like, it's friendly, everybody's supportive. It literally, there is no ego. It's like everybody's on the same level. And it's just, it's warm and inviting, and I would just highly encourage anybody to do it. And the reason why I gave you that testimonial straight away is because I was absolutely frothing after
Yeah,
that trip. And I know that everybody left that trip absolutely
we had a
stoked.
cool bunch.
And I think, yeah, I think that everybody should experience that once in their life. Do something that's scary and challenging, and you'll come away and you'll just be so stoked that you did it.
Oh, wicked. I want to give you like a virtual high five, Rach. It's a great note to end on. I've got to go to another call. Thanks, mate. Dog and Gun Coffee. We've got a discount code set up too, I think. I've been promoting that,
Yeah.
especially to the guys on the courses, because if you try it, then you're just like, there's selling involved. It's just, someone's got to try it. Dog and Coffee.